All right, what is good, everybody? And welcome to another stream. We are here on a Thursday. So just as a reminder for everybody here, I'm going to be doing streams Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. My name is Jay, and my YouTube channel is called Trippin with Jay. And we do travel vlogs over here, and we do informational videos that may help you and add value to your life when you travel or when you're abroad. And we're here to entertain, man, overall. So I appreciate you guys coming into the live stream. And just as a reminder, the chats are open and super chats are appreciated. And we are live streaming on YouTube and Facebook. And I'm going to re-upload this to Rumble as well. So shout out to you guys coming in. We got a couple folks in here already. And we're going to just talk about today's topic, man. It's just staying fit, staying in shape when you travel, man. Like, for my people that love to travel and that love to stay in shape, there are always ways to stay in shape, right? To do the bare minimum if you're like going away for a week, right? And you want to keep your physique, you want to keep in shape. And everyone has been on like a health kick lately, at least personally, myself, I've been on a health kick lately. I've purchased a home gym, a treadmill that you guys can see in the background, kind of blurred out. But I've been really trying to get in much better shape, being closer to 40 years old than 30, right? So I want to make sure that my health, my physical health, and everything else is just tip-top shape. So I want to go over physical health in this video when you're abroad, because of course, when you're at home, you have the options to go to the gym. You have the option to do home workouts or what have you, right? Like that's where your comfort zone is. But when you travel, different city, different state, different country, this video is for you. So if you want to stay in shape when you travel, you need to keep watching the stream, man. So I'm about to really drop some sauce on you guys if you guys didn't know already. Let's see. We can actually start, man. Why? Why do you want to stay in shape when you're on vacation? And the idea is it's to get your body moving, right? So you don't necessarily have to do any heavy weightlifting or anything crazy. But when you are starting to get in shape and you do have some travel coming up, you want to stay in shape. So I'm going to give you guys some options here. A couple, like one is very low cost and one is free, right? So you can't argue with free, right? But let's start off with the benefits of staying in shape when you're abroad. Like it helps you have energy for sightseeing. It combats jet lag. Depending on where you're traveling to, you're going to have insane jet lag. So being in shape and making sure that you're getting enough sleep either on the plane or when you arrive at your destination, that's going to give you enough energy to still explore and get around the city, right? Cool. So I want to just, before I get into everything, I want to give you guys a personal story of mine. I actually, on a recent trip to Guadalajara, maybe like a few months ago, I specifically booked this Airbnb, right? I booked this Airbnb based on the pictures of like cool, like the Airbnb itself is cool, but I booked it because of the amenities, right? The amenities, they had a rooftop gym in Guadalajara in Mexico, right? And the pictures they had on Airbnb were from when the damn hotel or Airbnb was first built, and they had pictures of the gym, and I'm like, cool, they got a decent machine, right? I can get a tiny little workout in, maybe like 20-30 minutes on a treadmill, do some weightlifting, and I get to the Airbnb, right? I'm like, cool, like this Airbnb itself looks great, right? It looks just like the pictures. And then I'm like, cool, I'm about to throw on my gym clothes and go work out before I go out for the evening. And I go up to the gym, right? Beautiful rooftop. Absolutely stunning. I could see the entire city of Guadalajara from where I was, right? So I go into the gym and I'm like, oh my gosh, all the equipment is broken. And I'm like, bruh. All the equipment was broken. Like the treadmill wasn't working. The weight machine was broken. Like someone had like ripped off all the pads and messed up the weight selector. Like, you know, where you select your weight and you have to put the pin in. They screwed all of that stuff up. And I actually complained through Airbnb, and I got out of that Airbnb, canceled it, got my refund, and just rebooked somewhere else that had a better gym. And that just shows you like the prioritization and the importance of staying in shape, at least to me personally. I don't make any excuses not to not work out, right? So I may be having like a crazy schedule, right? And I do have a crazy schedule on the weekdays, and I still make at least 30 minutes to an hour to work out every single day, right? So with all that said, right, we can move on to the next. How do you do this? I don't know why I had that extra how. The first thing that I would recommend if you really want to stay in shape and you don't want to go to a gym abroad or what have you, is to purchase resistance bands. So I have Amazon here open, and these are just a few of the choices that you have here. So I actually have this one here for 23. Oh, it's on sale. I paid retail $32.99, but it's on sale for $23.97. And the reason why resistance bands are super important, if you have the space in your bag, right? It doesn't take up that much space. I think they have like a carry bag. I think they don't. I don't think they have a picture of it. Oh, that's they do right here. So they have a picture of it here. And if you have enough space in your bag, buy like resistance bands. It doesn't have to be these, but buy some resistance bands and take them with you. And you can use the anchor that comes with it to put it in the doorway of the hotel room or the bathroom, and you can still get a really great workout with some type of resistance weight. Okay, so you're asking yourself, like, once I have these resistance bands, what workouts do I do? Like, that's the main gripe that or complaint that I hear a lot when people start their weightlifting journey, and they may be like a busy individual. They're like, okay, I have all the equipment. What do I do? Right. So they even have, I pulled up a video for you guys from YouTube, from a YouTuber that I am subscribed to named Discipline Dave. So shout out to Discipline Dave. And he is a proponent of doing all of his workouts with resistance bands. So he kind of goes over some workouts. He has his shirt off, so I'm not going to really go into too crazy. So pause. But you guys can see you can get all of your workouts done as long as you have these resistance bands, right? And he's showing you here, like he built his physique with those resistance bands. And guys, you can do this anywhere. You can be in a hotel room, an Airbnb, a motel, but you can literally be anywhere and use these resistance bands, and they're very, very inexpensive. So they're not terribly expensive for you guys to purchase. So with that said, resistance bands, my recommended way to go if you want to stay in shape while you're traveling and abroad, right? Okay, so we showed you guys how to do it, but the next thing is, what if you don't have the money, or you don't want to spend money on resistance bands, or you don't have space in your luggage for resistance bands? So the solution to that is something called calisthenics. So if you guys have ever heard of calisthenics, and I'll define it here for you guys. I'll look up the actual definition of calisthenics. Calisthenics. Can't spell it, so Google will have to correct me on it. Okay, Wikipedia. It's just a form of strength training that utilizes the individual's body weight as resistance to perform multi-joint compound movements with little or no equipment. And when they say no equipment, that means you don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to pack anything. You can quite literally use your body weight to stay in shape while you're abroad, and build muscle too, right? So you typically have the workouts of push-ups, right? And everyone knows how to do a push-up, I hope. And you also do crunches too. So you can do crunches, push-ups, but if you are at a hotel room, what are some other exercises outside of like the normal push-ups and crunches can you do? I have another YouTuber here I can kind of show you guys here. Shout out to Joe Wicks. He shows you a 16-minute HIIT workout with no noise, and it's in a hotel room, right? So it looks like first he's doing push-ups, yeah, and then he's doing, okay, so he's doing squats, right? Oh, squats to push-ups. Oh, I see you, bro. Okay. And then he's just doing lunges. And guys, this is relatively easy to do right in the comfort of your hotel room, Airbnb, your motel, or what have you. So it's just showing you guys that it is possible to still get your workouts in. Okay, so he's doing the mountain climbers right now too. and that gets your abs in shape too. And notice he has no weights. All he has is a water bottle right there, right? And he's in a hotel room. Like, guys, you can do this. You can honestly do this. Wow. Okay. Dude, 16 minutes. Y'all got 16 minutes before going out to the club, right? Just do this workout. Just play this YouTube video. Easy, man. Super easy stuff. And this is not going to be a long stream because it contains information that people may not know about, but I wanted to keep it short, concise, and to make sure that it gives you guys the most value, right? Let's see. So if your hotel does have like a gym or what have you, you still, depending on the level of where you're at in your workout journey, you may not know what to do, right? So I recommend downloading some workout apps that actually demonstrate certain workouts for you and keeps track of how many reps and how many sets that you've performed in the past, so it can measure your growth in your weightlifting journey, right? So let me look up some apps really quickly just to recommend to you guys. Let's see, apps for weightlifters, weightlifting. Because I see ads on Instagram all the time. Let's see. Okay, so I have some lists here, some recommendations from Google AI. All right. Okay, Nike Training Club. That's cool. I'm not sure if it's free. See, that's the second thing. Free. Okay, so Nike Training Club is free. Caliber Strength Training. G-Fit. Okay, I gotta look this stuff up, man. Strong. That's the most obvious name for a weightlifting app I've ever seen. Alive by Whitney Simmons. Better Me, Juggernaut AI, Fitbod. I've seen ads about this on IG. Fitbod. Home Gym Club Training and 30-Day Fitness Challenge. So we got a list of 10 apps there that you guys can either refer back to or slow down so you guys can try each of them out. But that's going to give you everything that you need as far as instructions on how to perform the workout properly, have the correct form, and how many reps and how many sets to do, so you can give your body that muscle hypertrophy that you need to actually have muscle gain. And besides performing the workouts, guys, another important factor with your weightlifting journey, especially when you're abroad, I struggle with this a lot when I travel. I struggle with this a ton, and that's my nutrition while I'm out and about, because I may be in a country that may not have the necessary resources to provide food to give me the protein intake I need to grow my muscles, right? So what I personally do, I look at, well, I go to Mexico a lot, right? So that's a meat eating country. So I always tend to find restaurants that serve I don't want to be stereotypical, but tacos, right? Or burritos, something quick where you can order, you can take it to go, para llevar, take it to go, and you can eat it either on the way to somewhere else, take it back to your Airbnb, or take it back to your hotel. And I get my protein intake from that, and it's pretty healthy. And if you're going for a short trip, you can take some protein bars and eat that while you're at the airport or on the go. Because if your flight happens to be delayed, or there's no food available because you have a late flight, or you have a red eye, nothing's open in the airport if you want to eat, I recommend just carrying a protein bar with you, so you have at least some type of sustenance to keep your stomach from growling on the flight, and you still get your protein intake as well. When you travel, let's keep a water bottle on you, right? So that's the main thing for me, at least, is reducing. Like, I don't drink any soda or juice or what have you. All I really drink is coffee and water. And it's important just to carry a water bottle with you when you do travel abroad, especially when you're walking going on tours, just walking around the city. Bring a water bottle with you. It'll save you in the long run, man. Let's see. What else we got to talk about, man? I think we got a couple more people in here. If you guys, the chats are open, so if you guys have questions, let me know. Let's see. I mean, otherwise, man, it's really simple, man. If you have the knowledge to perform these workouts, you can do them without equipment. You don't have to spend a dime. You can literally put a YouTube video on with a hotel HIIT workout for 16 minutes and get a good workout in while you're abroad, and you can keep your physique and if not grow it while you're on vacation. So it's super easy. You just have to put in the effort. You have to want a better version of yourself that badly to where you will not let your travel get in the way of your fitness journey. And everybody, I think, sometime in their life, either a period or this can be like lasting forever, they go through a period of like really honing in on their health, getting in the gym and being consistent for a period of time and seeing results. But a lot of people do fall off because life just life's sometime, right? Life gets in the way. But you have to start putting a higher priority on your health nowadays, because there's so much junk in our food here in the US that it's very difficult to maintain a great physique, right? So my strict diet here while I'm at home is super strict, right? So I eat the same thing every single day. It's eggs, yogurt, tuna for lunch, and then for dinner after my workout, I have chicken breast with rice, and that's it. I do that every single day, every week, because it keeps my calorie intake consistent. It keeps all of my other macros, like protein intake, that keeps it consistent. So I know exactly the nutrition I'm getting every single day. I may have one cheat meal per week, maybe once every 2 weeks, and that's going to be, I don't know, man, pizza at the worst, probably pizza. It's my favorite cheat. But I believe that everyone has an opportunity to, I guess, become better, right? To become the best version of themselves. They just have to want it enough to make it a priority. And I think that's something that's going on here in the US, is that people want something, but they want that instant gratification and they don't want to work for it. But unfortunately, when it comes to your own physique, you just can't go to Dr. Miami and get a new body, right? It's going to look super weird and unnatural, and people will be like, oh, you changed overnight. Like, where did you go? What did you do? But if you really, really want results when it comes to the gym and fitness, you have to keep it consistent. It doesn't have to be every day, but I always recommend at least 3 times per week that you perform some type of workout just to keep your body in shape. Because if you don't exercise your muscles, you don't do some type of exercise, you will lose muscle over time and as you get older. And it gets more difficult to lose weight and gain muscle as you get older, because all of our strength building hormones, they kind of decrease over time as we get older. So we lose testosterone, and that is the ability to grow, that helps us grow our muscles. So we have to just work out even more vigorously as we get older, so you guys could gain muscle when you're 35, 36 years old, right? And your nutrition is also a very important component of that too. So maintaining those things on the go while you're traveling, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. Just like Jay-Z said, difficult takes a day and impossible takes a week, right? Oh man, we got the homie B Williams. Hey, bro, I did see your text, bro, your message, but I just been super busy. But I'm gonna reach back out to you, man. I saw your message, bro. What's up? Yeah, man. That was a super short stream, man. I really like talking about specific topics that are within my wheelhouse, so that it gives you guys much more of a personal touch to it, and I can add in like my personal stories, my personal struggles when I take L's, when I travel and don't work out. Yeah, like so I love doing these streams because it gives me an opportunity to kind of go through that stuff. And it hopefully we'll start a conversation, man. I know that everybody wants to get in shape and they just don't know how to. So hopefully that using free tools like YouTube, looking at workouts that you can perform at a hotel with no equipment, right? We saw that. That's calisthenics. So you can do workouts and keep yourself in shape while you're on the go. No equipment, just work out, bro. Or you can buy resistance bands and use the anchor and put it on a door and you start working out like the homie Discipline Dave that we just saw, right? But that is, before we end, let me just do a recap because I got a list here. But before we end the stream, let's do a recap. So the importance of staying fit while you're abroad is that for my fellas, man, y'all want to stay in shape for the ladies, right? You don't want to go out there in shape and you're there for like a month or 2 months and then you come back all like with all flabby and stuff, right? We want to keep yourself, you want to maintain that physique. And it's not only beneficial to you physically, like as far as attractiveness, it also gives you extra energy if you are in shape, and it's going to just make you feel overall really good. And let's see. We went over purchasing resistance bands if you have that room for that in your bags. So when you do travel and if you do have space in your bags, buying resistance bands, they're so helpful because you can really build muscle, right, with resistance bands because it goes all the way up to 60 pounds, which is crazy. I think that's like 28 kilograms. And yeah, if you guys do have space in your bag and you can afford 20-30 bucks for some resistance bands, I would highly recommend getting these. And you can just do a search on Amazon and find some resistance bands, right? Easy stuff. And there are tons of YouTubers that do workouts with resistance bands. So pause on this, guys. So let me see. I didn't even know you can do the leg workouts too. What? Bro, what? Okay, so you can work out your lower body with the resistance bands too. I just did not know that. Pause on this video, guys. Okay, so so he's doing the ab workout too. Pause. I don't know, man. Let me take that off, bro. All right. Yeah. So you guys see, like you can really get a good workout in without any equipment, and just doing it and doing the form that you see. The form is so important in making sure that you're doing it correctly to a workout and really getting those muscles warmed up and hit and to tear that muscle so it can repair itself overnight. You got to keep your form right so you can not injure yourself. Okay. So we went over resistance bands, doing the HIIT workout at a hotel room, 16 minutes. You guys saw that on a YouTuber did it right on there. And let's see, what else? And naturally, I forgot about fitness tracking as well. So I have an Apple Watch. So, and the actual watch face itself is like fitness. It keeps my my move goal, my stand goal, and my workout goal right on the front. So it kind of gamifies it, right? So it gamifies it to a degree where if I close all 3 rings each and every day, it sends like some type of like receptors to my brain. I'm like, oh man, I closed all 3 rings today. Cool. But I highly suggest you guys getting a fitness tracker. It doesn't have to be an Apple Watch. It doesn't have to be like a Samsung watch. They sell them super cheap on Amazon, from what I believe. Let me see. Let me just give you guys like the costs real quick. The fitness trackers. Yeah, cool. So here, bro, $27, $50, $30, bro, and it answers and makes calls. Yeah, so if you really want to be successful in your fitness journey, man, you can do it. The resources are there. The resources are free, if not pretty inexpensive. right? So we covered that, and nutrition, right? So you can track your macros using a bunch of these free apps out here, man. There's so many apps. I think I use MyFitnessPal. No, actually I use an app called I'm looking at my phone right now. It's Fitbee. I use that, and that tracks all my macros. And typically, if I'm going to a meat eating country, all I gotta do is just eat, bro, and I hit my protein intake and then my calories as well. If I'm in like a calorie surplus or a deficit, that it just depends. But I definitely track all of my macros. I even have a scale downstairs in my kitchen to where when I do make dinner, sometimes I'll put the weight on there, and I can calculate how much protein I'm actually making for myself for dinner, so I can keep track of everything. So nothing goes untracked over here. And that's how you keep yourself in a calorie deficit or a calorie surplus, depending on if you're bulking or if you're not, right? Or if you're cutting. Cool. I think that covered everything, man. Let me look at the chat. Okay. All right, B. You sure are a real storyteller, such as a autobiographer, philosopher on topics about men traveling around the world. How you had emphasized us to learn the cultures of different countries. Yes, bro, that's super important. And what it is to escape the matrix of America. Whew. I like that. I like that right there, bro. Yes, and you got to escape the matrix of America, because it is the matrix, bro. It really is, man. Prices keep increasing, and what we get paid from like 9 to 5s, they're not matching the increases in the inflation, man. It's crazy about the cultures of different countries. Yeah, bro. Yeah, honestly, I choose to kind of keep my channel pretty clean for the most part. If you really notice, like if you look at my content, it's rather clean. But I can talk about all the other stuff too, like how the world really works and how to get out of the matrix. I can talk about all of that stuff too. But I don't know if there's enough demand for it, right? There's a lot of demand for like travel content, so I kind of keep focused on that. But during like any of the live streams that you guys may be a part of or that you see, you can ask those questions. Like it's honestly, it can turn anywhere. You guys literally will guide the conversation. I'm gonna make the chat box a little bit bigger. You guys guide the conversation. We can turn it to a ask me anything, an AMA. If you guys want to, just ask. I'll answer any question y'all want that isn't political. So you guys just let me know. I'll stay on here for just a few moments, so you guys can we can chat and kick it for a bit. But yeah, man. Did I even show? Oh, I didn't even show how to do mountain climbers. Never mind. I think the guy at the hotel in the hotel video was showing how to do mountain climbers. So yeah, it's so important to keep yourself in shape, man. Not even just to be attractive, but just for your own overall health, in my humble opinion. But I think that's it, man. We stayed live for 47 minutes, man. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. And I got a stream coming on Saturday. I may do an open panel on Saturday to talk about which region of the world is better for us travel bros to go to. I think, let me pull it up, because I have it all set up already. It's I'm doing Latin America versus Southeast Asia, bro. Let me know if y'all are interested in that, man. I'm thinking about doing that Saturday, but I don't know if you guys want that or not. Let me know in the comments, or if you're watching it live, let me know in the chat if you want that to be an open panel, because I don't want it to all just be one-sided, where you guys are just listening to me, but I want to hear different perspectives from different people in the travel space. You don't necessarily have to be a big YouTuber to come on the open panel, but I do ask that people cam up, man. We got to see your face, man, because if you talking that stuff, we got to know what you look like. Yeah, so that might be an open panel, man. I would love to see some of you guys and kick it and really get to know like your mindset right? Because there's so much out there, man. When you travel, whatever fits your fancy, right? If you go out traveling for girls, cool. If you go out there for food, awesome. If you go out there for new experiences, even better. But for whatever you travel for, bro, you gotta look good, and you gotta make sure that you got that money together. Make sure them pockets together, because you don't want to travel with no brokies, man. You can afford the flight, hotel, and you can't do nothing else. You can't do activities. So make sure that's on point first. And that's all I ask. And yeah, that's gonna be it, guys, for the stream. And I'll see you guys on Saturday. I got a couple more Brazil vlogs coming as well, and I got a surprise one coming for you guys too. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And if you guys didn't know already, my name is Jay, and you've been tripping with Jay. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening.